Pickle Rick!
Thank you, BigClive. Yeah. Email works. I got it.
Shut up, Meg.
Thank you for the follow.
What's up, everybody? How are we doing on this pretty decent Saturday? And unless you're Clive's microphones, hopefully mine will be much more pleasing to the ears. Which one's working here? Hey, what's up? Let's start real quick. Thanks, Mark, for two £99 donations, one of which apparently was your 20th. Much appreciated. And we have some of the early crew in here. Frankie had to leave. Joe Russ, I believe, is still here. Our Queen Liz Edwards, David Garcia, Franco Walker, Mr. S, Kevin Artisty, Pianoman Rob, Andy P. I said hi to Mark. What's up, Christian Harold? C2S, Rudy B. I'm sure I'm missing people. Don't worry, I will catch up as we go. 99. Oh, yeah. Pence, not pounds. Yeah. 99 decimal biscuits. What's up, Hans? All right. Well, welcome to the show. Let's start off with a toast. Let me know how the actual sound mic is, because I actually did play with the settings to try and get rid of the occasional clipping I get. It's just weird because it's not as loud in my headphones, but it should be as loud or maybe louder. But anyway. Tonight we're having our usual Angry Orchard. Cheers, everybody. Have a sip, have a puff, do your thing. Appreciate you stopping by this evening. All right. I'll do my best not to clip your heads off, which I think that's pretty much how that goes. Oh, yeah, let me push play for Twitch. We're going 90s rock classics today. So anyway, let's see. We got about 7 minutes. We have the VertoThermoWhoofle for our Queen Liz Edwards. Let's see. Besides that, we're kind of just going to chill. Not much going on this week as far as things happening, I guess. Not in the shop. Oh, well, yeah, there was. We'll get to that in a minute. A little thing that's fucking annoying. Apparently, it's very difficult to order engines from anybody online. Sorry, Boo Panic, what's up? Sorry, I can't hear you. My speakers exploded during the NBC stream. That was a bit rough. I had it turned down so much that I could barely hear Clive speak, because as soon as it started cracking, man, it just ripped my headphones up. That was a little rough. Mike, I see a mic. Who said Mike? Is there a Delta mic? Who's here? There is a Delta mic. What's up, buddy? See you pop in. How about a bot that auto-copies all YouTube chat commands to Twitch under some of their sort of blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they have that plugin, and that just gets kind of fucking... And I know a couple streamers that use that, and it's kind of a chat flood. It's like once you're done with it, the pre of it, all the pre shit with YouTube, this person, that, it's so long, it just kind of Like, I've never really liked that. That's why we're doing this instead of having something, a relay in the chats. Like, I have plugins, multiple plugins that could do that, but I just never really worked for me. Chat stopped working again? Yeah, it's working. But yeah, it's a little rough. What's up, Captain Barrett? Even Clippy had ear defenders on. Yeah, I got enough hearing protection at this point. If I need be, I could put that on. Good lord. What you say there, Captain? Something. Finally, the chat's working again. YouTube's being a little stubborn the last few days. Ah, okay, that was the chat problem. I thought it got stuck. Because the window that this feeds off of up there, if like I scroll, it'll stop reading from that window and chat will pause here. Apparently the same thing with Twitch. What's up, Stealth? How you doing? A woot, a woot. Oh, fuck, I'm having another goddamn drink. Another fucking cheers, baby. All right. So, again, I had some ideas for a couple topics this week, but apparently as I went to put them in, the hell was that? In my notepad, I got distracted. Fucking squirrel. Bullshit. Let me check something here real quick. All right, just so you know, I have set up a trap today that I will be checking, and let me show you said trap. As you know, we'll be having Pussies and Pianos in a little under an hour here as they nom nom. But I've also have a trap set for them. So I'll keep this view on, and if I happen to see somebody jump in the old basket, then I will flip one over so we can get some bonus kitty. I tried sending an email. Yeah, Mr. S, I'm getting everybody's emails. I don't know why you're getting bounce backs. Email me, like hit reply to that, and include everything you can in what the bounce back you got, and I'll see which stage of my email fucking filter chain is taking a shit. Because apparently a lot of updates just happened on my web host. Google changed their policy on something, so the chain I had set up of a bunch of web servers for like ultra filtering has failed. Ish. Clive just ended. That's fine. What do we? Oh, okay. Put a blanket in it. What are we putting a blanket in? In the basket. Yeah, they actually. Yeah, it probably would hurt. Wouldn't hurt. I don't have a blanket nearby though. Any orange stuff? Nothing really new. I mean, just like the vape. Gatorade lids. Let's see. If it counts, there's a little bit of orange in my pencil. I've had this pencil for like 20 years. I just don't use it that much because it's really cool. But I've been trying to use it lately. Pencil talk with Scrufdog. What's up, Boozy? How are you doing this Saturday? Been enjoying watching all the bugs and fuck-ups on the new Scum 1.1. Glad I didn't jump right into that shit show. I guess we'll see how many hotfixes they come out with before they can fix every fucking thing, especially everything that was working that's now broke again. Yay, Scum. I've probably put almost 20 hours into Surrounded in the past few days, so I think I'm going to be rocking that for a while because that new game, that Surrounded, it's light graphics, but they're like, it's funny. Surrounded, you run around, it's like Scum light-ish, especially graphics-wise, but there's a lot of shit from Scum, Daisy, Rust, fucking Tarkov, whatever. But when the fucking rain hits and the fucking storms hit, boy, it takes care of that Unreal Engine. Unreal 5 really fucking kicks in. This stream is boring, says Kevin. Well, you're here, buddy, and at least you can hear my stream. And we're not worried about having our ears shredded there, boss. And keep it up, I'll send you a fucking picture of my balls on your phone. So, wouldn't be the first time I've done that to someone. Oh, well, Christian's here there, Kev, so your boy is here. Why don't you guys like move off? You can move off into a second channel if you want to, like, yeah, whatever you guys got on your fucking plate there. Hey, wait, is this a group chat? Nah, we're just gonna watch you and Kevin Cyber the whole time. I want like, and like I'm talking, I want like 1998 style cyber sex chat going on here. Let's really see it rock through. An arse picture, I can do that, dude. There's no joke. There is a URL right now I could send you to that has a picture of my balls that I keep on scrufdog.com just in case the need arises to show someone a digital picture of my balls. And I have had to use it 3 times. Wow, it's been up there for like 20 years. So it's like old, it's like young balls, like young scruff balls. But no, I'm not going to post that. That gets used for individuals that just have their doubts. Is that your gravity? That is not my gravity. Although on my old Scrufdog car forums, when I was running a car club, the little avatar was a very close-up, zoomed-in picture of my ball skin. So it just looked like some weird texture, and I left it up there for like a year before I told everybody what it was. That was awesome. Some people were funny, some people weren't, and I didn't really care. What's up, Stinky? Anyway, cheers. Ah, they're going all right there, Kevin. Not too bad. I got into my new hobby of pew-pews and things that go bang over long distance. And that's been an interesting and amazingly fucking expensive hobby. Oh, shit. We're late for the VertoThermoWhoofle. Thanks there, Queen. But yeah, let's do that. But besides that, man, just working my ass off and doing my best not to get banned from any more customers. You know, that kind of shit. Oh, how about you, buddy? Oh, I spilled some woofle juice. I spilled the juice. Number 1. Recalculate. 1 for Frederick. Over here for chat. Wrong way. Huh? Yeah. Ooh, go, baby. Go. Go. Woo. It just, wow, that wave went on for a while. That one just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So, all right. Mr. S, are you Stinky Mole? I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're 2 different people there, Fama, but you never know. Stranger things has happened on the interwebiums. Yes, the old helium knob. Where the fuck was I talking? Oh, yeah, pew-pews, working a lot. That's pretty much it. Pew-pews and working a lot. Oh, and now I'm getting into that game. Because, I'm starting to lose time, lose track of, shit. Damn it.
So I'm starting to lose track of time, as I'm playing the game, so I guess that means it's a good fucking game, baby. Yeah, and Mr. S just claimed Helium Voice, which I think that's a minute, maybe 2? Not quite sure. What the hell are merkins? Wasn't a merc like a dick, wig? Dick wig? Dick wig! There are still radioactive shrimp being found. Maybe I should take the Geiger counter to Walmart. That would be interesting. 1 minute. Okay. We got a little while. But at least the microphone isn't... Absolutely correct, Mr. He Scruff Public... Oh, pubic wigs. Yeah, dick wig. Alright. Because, you just gotta have a wig on your dick. Makes sense, I suppose, which is funny because I'm usually shaving everything off the dick, not adding to it. Wear a radioactive suit. I don't know that it's that bad. I should probably, you know what? I should probably come up with like a timer over here so people realize how long they have to listen to this. I should add a low voice. Yes, Mr. A-Cake, I shave my junk. And apparently I punched myself in the balls, and that's why I sound like this.
As opposed to sounding like this, baby. 'Cause you know, when the helium voice ain't getting it done, oh baby, we gonna bring it on.
All right. I think that was, yeah, it was about a minute. All right, good. I'm kind of going off of just Windows time. Put the money in the box and walk away. CBD has the properties of cannabis. THC gives you the high. But they both work better together. THC enhances CBD and CBD enhances THC, which is why to get high, you have a lot of THC and just enough CBD. But to feel better and not get high, you have a shitload of CBD and just a little bit of THC. Markin is 70s Bush. Timer is a great idea. Yeah, I should probably do it since a lot of, or well, since a couple of those things are like minute-long stuff, a timer would be a good idea. So would having another drink. Great time to announce, says Chris Harold. Move that. Yes, you can pay to subscribe for this content. You can. You don't have to, but you can. Apparently the commercials take care of a little bit, so that's just fine. Chippy says THC causes me a huge issue, but CBD works. Yeah, some people, like anything, some people are gonna have better or worse reactions to things than others. We also have the usual pictures coming in. We'll share some of them shortly, right before the top of the hour. I guess we'll start that. I was interested in what you said about CBD. Is that oil? Oh, does it have it? Oh, okay. I accidentally answered Fama's question already. Yes, I'm just saying it was oil is also THC or vapor smoke cannabis. Well, yeah, oil can be tobacco, cannabis, motor oil, although I really wouldn't recommend smoking motor oil out of a vape. Ball texture, small icon as fancy emoji for subscribers. Yeah, I'd kind of like, no matter how I frame that, once YouTube figures out what it is, I cannot imagine they would have as positive a response as my car club did. Wanted to ask, how was the Big Bang coffee? What Big Bang coffee? Like, I haven't tried all the stuff that's been sent over. Did someone redeem their sulfur hexafluoride voice? Yes, Grelko. Mr. S, I believe it was. Yes, Mr. S did the helium voice thing for us. Oh wait, no, sulfur hexafluoride. That's
this one, right? That's the one that was on Mythbusters. Like,
whereas helium goes up, if I'm not mistaken. Though I have not, I guess I should add that. I mean, I guess I can do a deep voice. The only issues I really have with extended speaking on them is if I do high.
If I don't back up, it gets really loud.
and
If I go too low, I just feel like it's really hard to understand.
because this is all the way down. Now granted, part of the problem might be because I'm hearing me in my head and me in my earphones, so I don't actually know how pronounced my speaking is when it is this low. Which is why I typically go this low, because I know it's more recognizable.
But either way, it is fun to have the pitch knob. Mr. A-Cake, I have a deep voice already. I also hear us in my head. Yeah, it messes with your cadence. It's just weird. Mr. Oh, okay. All terrorists being interviewed sound like that. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Yeah, every terrorist in the world always just sounds
like this.
What angle is the pitch knob at right now? It is straight up, and it goes from 7 to 5. You know, straight up is normal. And then, of course, there's knobs all over the place and buttons. Whoop, wrong button.
I'm Pickle Rick!
Old karaoke machines had the voice pitch changer. Yeah, this has an auto-tune thing on it, but I don't know how it works. Like, I can hit the button, and now, yeah. So now it says it's an A major, but it just sounds like a reverb to me. B major. How do I get rid of it? There we go. But there. Yeah, I have no idea what that's supposed to do. It just sounds like reverb because I'm not hearing unless there's something else you got to do to make it like bend to the old voice. Scrufdog. No, well, I do. That's where you got to combine the right shit for that voice.
Wow, that was a little much. That was a little much on the reverb. I will reverb you to death.
Something like that. Yeah, it's once you start adding effects, the clipping is real. That's for sure. Of course, that's part of how it works. It just puts so much shit together that it just kind of makes a shelf, I feel. Clipping announcement, robot has left the chat. What's up, Paul Norman? Groko, some pianos have pussies. Yeah, they tend to sleep on top of them, sometimes in them. I don't know about that whole catgut thing, but pretty sure none of that's pretty sure that stopped a long time ago. Scruff, turn the pitch knob up and sing Chipmunks Go to the Movies for me. I'm not. If I do that, I'll do that a little bit later. I'm not trying to pitch bend everybody out of the stream. Shouty Manx setting. Could be that. I bet the co-cow sound like that. You should have a new show segment, The Co-Cow Speaks. The Co-Cow. That's a big metal cow. I'm guessing it's metal, right? Just a giant metal cow. The first and only time I've ever heard clipping on this channel, and it was only minor. I know I've clipped a little bit times with the voice. But that's usually when I'm just getting louder. Animaniacs. It's time for Animaniacs. Because they're zany to the max. But, this new microphone does sound a little different. And I am trying to work with that too, because I know it's a little... It's interesting how it's not compressed, and you just hear a lot more of the shit in the room, I guess. But I think I've got that sorted out at this point. No, clipping is not a sexually transmitted disease, Top Smoke. Pretty sure. He has an Aldi soundbar technology. It's a little better than Aldi soundbar. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got coming in. Let's clear the email first. We have Pancake Man Lock Watcher with a Vala video. Doing what she does. Oop, wrong button. They don't really have a food disposal there. Well, I mean, unless you call what we're looking at the food disposal. Well, that's pretty much it for Pancake Man. And yeah, I know you probably can't hear the sound, but it's just chewy sound. I haven't dealt with trying to figure out how to do this without having to unmute a bunch of or mute stuff and yada yada. And yeah, we'll work it out. That's a lot of bread. Bread for the homies. Oh, no. All right. Let's see. What else we got here? Another goddamn sale happened today. Mr. S has an MRE of their own. Let's see. So if you don't know, every couple of weeks on Thursdays, I do a live MRE taste test. And this looks a lot like the ones I get. Oh, that's got it. That's a clear backing one. That's weird. You have to let me know what the date codes on that are. I wonder if that's how the new packaging. It always looks like it's serrated. I mean, I could see the cracker. That's obviously the cracker on top. That's I guess maybe they're going to single packaging now. But I mean, yeah, that was like I have one of those chili with beans in the other room. Look at the kitties. Look at the floofs. There's a lot of floof in this picture. Nobody's in the basket. I appreciate those pictures. Flip this back so we can see what other email. Is that it for the email? That is it for the emails. Let's minimize. Oh, flip to that. Also from Pancake Man, we have pancakes. This is what he's rocking, I guess, this Thursday. Standard stack with not nearly enough butter on it, as I tend to say, but you know, like butter is a thing. A Diet Mountain Dew. Really? I can't. It tastes bad. Look, pancakes look good, but Diet Mountain Dew, that is a thing. I don't know why it's loading so weird. And chill mode for puppers. Yeah, I see it. Is that a park? Because that doesn't look like your backyard. I see that little, yeah, it's definitely not your yard. Oh, it must be over at a homie's house. All right. And suspected spam, so we don't need to worry about that. Because I doubt anyone's going to just be like, hi. All right. That, minimize. Okay, I got the correct screen up. Minimize that. Oh, missed the top of the hour toast. Shiza. Top of the hour toast, everybody. Cheers. Appreciate you hanging out, spending your Saturday with us. Just relaxing, chilling, and doing our thing. Cheers. Someone bloody random. What's going on? I have a broken cat. I bought her a heated cat bed. Heated. And she prefers to sleep on a shopping bag. Let it maybe get a little colder. That'll change. Ron used to have a little tiny, I think it was like 5-watt, like barely, warm, tiny little like reptile heating pad that I kept under Ronnie's bed. Like it was on a shelf, so I stuck it to the shelf, stuck his bed on the shelf, so there was plenty. It was just enough that when he laid in it, it would actually hold the heat really well. But it wasn't just running and keeping everything super hot. And he slept in that. The one winter, he slept, actually 2 winters in a row, he slept in that because I would plug it in. I just left it plugged in all the time because the air conditioner was cold downstairs anyway. He loved that. And it was just a little bit. At one point, I had a thicker table. I put like a 10-watt heater on, and everything was fine. I just put an N-line resistor in it so that if it started to pull too hard, it would just burn the resistor and not burn my kitty. Brent Randy asks, is anyone in Philadelphia today? Philadelphians are probably in Philadelphia. Franco, I'm either here or in bed. Okay. Uh-oh, what did I miss here? Scrolling. What's going on with... Wait a minute. Who said that? Oh, okay. Never mind. Misread that one. That is not a broken cat. That is a normal cat. Yeah, they'll figure it out. They'll try to figure it out. Let me see if anybody's in the... No, but Tiny Mom is there. I think next time at Home Depot or futzing around, I need to find a mount for this camera. Because right now it's stuck to the side of the wall. Like, you know, the camera, like it's, you know, standard camera, like mount, you know, and the camera faces forward. It's stuck like this. That's why when it comes up and turns, it does that weird fucking twist as opposed to a proper axial thing. But, I gotta see what I can do with that. That's where Poofers usually is. But Tiny Mom has been up there a little while lately, too. Well, I figured out she showed up. I'll throw her out there. We'll be flipping back to that in about a half an hour or so. Washing basket without a balloon. Why would there... Does that mean you expect the washing basket to have a balloon, Mr. A Cake? Because I'm not sure what that means. Benji says, I made a nice raised bed for the dog on a pallet and some straw. She slept outside under the drain pipe in the wet. Yeah, animals, they just do their thing. I mean, if you could be arsed to fix your printer, you could print a mount. Shh. Yeah, I actually turned it on. I did turn it on the other day. And everything seemed okay. I didn't preheat anything. I moved stuff around. But I do need to sort out. What I need to do is schedule a block of about 3 hours and hope it takes 2 so I can use that extra hour to game. But anyway. I need to do is like hard schedule a block of 3 hours just to sit here and get it printing and get it tuned as best I can. What the hell are we mounting? Well, we'll be remounting the camera. We'll be mounting magazine holders for the guns. I guess I can't really call it a gun save. It would be more of a vault because I'm converting a closet into a vault for the pew-pews. So yeah, it'll be I'm gonna have to print magazine holders, stuff like that. Remounting your mom. That's right, someone bloody random. At least. Oh, and you know what? Who else saw this fucking funny ass thing? Some like 9-year-old kid, I think he was, riding in a car and someone's like, hey, did you pee yourself last night? And the fucking little 9-year-old kid goes, I don't know. Why don't you check your mom's bed? I was like, that's fucking amazing. That is perfect. I feel like that clip just came out or I just found it, but I just saw that a few days ago. I have added that to my Your Mom repertoire because that is fucking key. Ouija is playing Deconstruction Simulator. What is Deconstruction Simulator? Anybody play that? Diet Dew is the best, says Kevin Hardesty. What the fuck? What does... I mean, obviously I know it's hard to describe how something different tastes, but how different is Diet Mountain Dew to Mountain Dew? Chippy says, I have a nice source container on my desk to keep mom's carers away. It's accurately labeled radioactive 1.0 U-Curies AM 241 with the right signals. It contains what you'd expect. Oh, good. Probably shouldn't be shipping that around. Just leave it on the desk. Someone dismounted, remounted, and remounting your mom. Yeah, it's just everything's being mounted. But ultimately, it's all about the bees. And what are the best kind of bees? Boobies. It's like the opposite of building. Well, that kind of makes sense from the name, but I mean, is it literally just all it is? You just go into a city and break it? I mean, depending on methodology, I'm sure that could be somewhat entertaining. Paul Norman asks, how did Benjamin Franklin feel holding his kite when he discovered electricity? Shocked. Wait a minute, where's Jacques Attack and his jokes? Just realized that we are somewhat lacking in the dad jokes, I feel. Unless I'm just constantly missing him, but I don't think, oh no, he's sort of, yeah, he's around, okay. He's on Twitch. Freebies? PW? I don't know. At least right now, I'd prefer boobies over freebies. Yes, Jacques Attack. We always miss you, buddy. I mean, I've missed you so much, I kept your freaking... Where is it? Oh, is it on that shelf? Where's your glasses at? They're over here somewhere on the shelf. So Jacques Attack won a contest, what, a year ago? I don't know, when did my merch come out? Yeah, that was about a year ago. And now he won't give me his address so I can send him his winnings. And at this point, the postage over there has pretty much tripled. So we may have to have a discussion. Why don't cats play poker in the jungle? Because there are too many cheetahs. Yes. I'll smoke. All right. Let's go over to, let's get our weekly jub date. Jub date? Jub date? Woo. Oh, there's Mom again. Because I hit the wrong button, but luckily, glad I hit the wrong button because I wasn't ready down here, even though, yeah, that's fine. All right. Let's see what's up with the Jubinator. We got Inferno mode engaged. Yeah, whenever Black Cat sleeps in, especially if they're laying on like something plushy like that, they, like Trent, the Black Cat, Ronnie and Poofer's sister, Trent would, yes, Trent the girl, she would lay in the sun and her fur would get so hot it would almost burn you. Like, I have a picture somewhere, I think I showed it once on here, of her sitting on a toaster oven that was making toast, and she was just casually, like, sitting on it. Like she was almost on fire, just chilling. No pun intended. But, yeah, black cats do tend to get very, 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 very warmed up. If I wait just a little bit more, it will be October, and all the dust and cobwebs in my house will become Halloween decorations. And old black cat, and I will rule the night, says the kitty. Yeah, that's about right. I did notice I do have a bit of cobwebs outside, but I'm like, that basically exact thing crossed my mind just today. Are you giving like a brushing? I see some fur going on there. He's probably about 500 degrees right there. Probably cook an egg on the old fur. Oh, this one's a video. Oh, that's like a mouse thing. Okay. I thought it was like a shed fur blob. Well, thanks for those, Red Dwarfer. From Benji, we have... What do we have? What orangeness do we have from the Benjinator? Benjinator? Oh. Alright, the weekly workbench view. We have an old H4324 meter thing. Looks like we got something. It might be resistance and voltage. Not sure. We have the... Oh, there's the fox. There, we got a fox there. Is that more orange in person, or do you actually have a red handle on that soldering iron there, Bob? Because that looks awfully red over there, too. That sponge looks wet. That sponge looks wet. Usually when they dry, they're about as thick as a frickin' penny. Relaxing cooking music. I have not said that to see what actually gets played. Oh, look, there's a little Benji in the background. All right, let's see what else we got here. With the other view. What is that? Micro amps. Is that a... with an antenna? Is that like a signal meter? So even if Benji's... Benji probably still here, but even if Benji's not here, I know one of you'll know what that is. That looks good. That's how I start a lot of my meals. Except those onions would be red onions. But I'm good with white onions. I'll eat either of them. I just kind of like red onions a little bit better. But yeah, some ground beef or minced beef, whatever you people call it. Biscuit heads. But yeah, that's a great start to a meal right there. Mince and onions. Field strength meat. That's what I was thinking of, Boot Panic. Thank you. That's what I was thinking of. Phasma, what's up, man? I cooked the onions a bit first, but yeah, this is how many of my ground beef meals start. Yeah, that's a great start to anything. Even if it's a steak, you put a steak on it, and then you put the, well, usually you put the onions in first because the steak won't going to be there. Isn't going to be there very long. But yeah, meat and onions, fucking spot on. Field strength meter, okay. So Boot Panic was correct. Thank you, Benji. God, I haven't thought about RF shit in a long time because I don't deal with it much anymore. Oh, okay. Is this like a pie base or something? Usually peas and carrots. Isn't that's usually what, like minced beef pie or something like that? Or not pie, casserole or whatever y'all want to call. Whoa. Yeah, okay. So that's like a casserole dish. No, or wait. Is that going into bake or is that the finished product? Because I would take that, put a crap ton of cheese on it, and throw it in the oven for like 5 minutes. But cheese is just a good addition to any meal as well. Cottage pie, okay. I know I've heard that term on this channel before, talking about biscuit recipes. I would eat that like I was eating the ass out of like 30 years ago Cindy Crawford. Absolutely. All right. Is that a potato thing? Oh no, you're putting a potato. Okay, so you are putting shit on top of or well, not shit, but mashed potatoes on top. Yeah. So that's close to what we'd call that Stewart's pie or something like that. Where it's like meat and then potatoes on top in America. Yeah, I'd eat that. I'd fucking shell this and then put cheese on top of that. Just cheese everywhere. Cheese everywhere. Cottage pie versus shepherd's pie. Okay. Shepherd's pie, if it's lamb. Oh, that's a lamb thing? I always thought that was just a meat thing. Okay, I don't know. I think I made it once in my life, but I'm pretty sure I used ground beef. That's weird. Was this a AT&T or no, not AT&T, a singular commercial for what the? Is that just to distract the shit out of people? Or is that art in a crosswalk? Or did they? Oh, wait a minute. Did they like start to do it and then realize they didn't have enough strips and just started putting ends on there or something? Is that just lazy sticker work? Or is that on purpose? I don't know. It almost looks like they had just like strips. Like, it was like round here and then like round on the other end and they just started cutting them up. Because I know sometimes that shit's sprayed and sometimes it's actually like a sticker thing that they set on fire or whatever. And there's the old clock. Noon time. Well, noon 03. That's the technical way to say it, ain't it? And zapped with our yeah. So I guess Flat Cat had to get out when the NBC stream was on. Little rough on the ears there. That's fucking great. All you see is foot and that amazingly long tail. Very nice. Very situationally Good. That's just a surfing chicken. Sorry, that's just a good picture. Like, it's a surfing chicken. Like, who can be mad at that? All right, I think that's all we got for the moment. Hoofers was there for a second, but she just rolled. Minimize that. What? Ah. Oh, I've got something else from Lockwatcher. Magician Howard Thurston's Crypt. Performance tonight at the Mausoleum. Howard Thurston, magician, died born July 20th, 1807. Died, goddamn, April 13th, 1936. Oh, a little deck of cards. Key. Little cauldron. That's cool. All right. I think we are all caught up. Why is that window the wrong size? That's better. All right. So we got 15 minutes till Pussies and Pianos. Yes, lamb is shepherd pie. A shepherd doesn't herd cows. Thanks, Pianoman. Shepherd pies is meat and onions with potato. Cottage pie has more vegetables. Oh, okay. And I thought, you can shepherd cows around, can't you? Are there roaming cow herds, or are cows always fenced up? Yeah, I don't know. I can't, I feel like I've seen like roaming herds of cows in some country, somewhere, be it here or somewhere. Benji, I am on the dark side. I can see it from my front door. I do have to zoom to get a picture like that. Oh, of the clock tower thing. How far away would you say that is in, well, I mean, I guess miles, kilometers, whatever you use. Speaking of kilometers, what was this that little June or June Junior, whatever the hell we're calling them? Said they found copper rods 30 kilometers under the pyramids. Did anyone else hear anything about that besides what he said? Because that sounds not there. Like 30 kilometers? Like, we there, you can't get down that fucking deep. If the cows are roaming, can you just take a hunk? I would hope so. To me, that's typically what I do anyway. Controversial poll needed. I figured like we were going to do another poll this week. Off of some, we were going to do, was it something with chips? I'm Royal Dirty Boy. Not heard about roaming cows. Just so it's just other things that get hamburger on the hoof. Sounds like bull to me, sounds Delta Mike. I guess that's no pun intended considering other conversations. Did you say take a hump? Yes, that also means take your mom. Oh, okay. Yep, running late there, Jack Attack. Let me grab the fancy one. Everybody, here's your 15-second warning. Grab a drink, grab a sip, grab a puff, grab a smoke. Get ready to pinch somebody's butt, pinch your own nipple, smack your own ass if that's what you're into, or go find someone's ass to smack. But either way, let's get ready for that toast, shall we? What is the best chip flavoring? Well, didn't we do that last week? But did we have to narrow it down or something? I forget what we were going to do to modify that. But for crisp flavor shout out. Forget the, I should have wrote that down. Either way, cheers, everybody. Go do one of those things I told you about. Hold on. let me see something here. Hold on. Let me just go. Oh, I'm never going to find that in 2 hours. Oh, yeah, well, because it should be right about where I turned the poll off. Let me see where the poll ended last week. That's another nice thing. It's about the Stream Elements poll. Or, sorry, what the fuck is this? The Social Ninja poll is that it comes up on the screen so you can go back and actually see it, but you cannot do that with a YouTube poll. You might be able to do it with a Twitch poll. What was last week? Okay, there was that one. Talking, scrolling forward. There's the poll. So where did the poll end? It ended with, salted versus spicy versus cheesy. Ah, all right. All right. Now I see the problem. Okay, let's resolve the chip thing. We had a five-way. What the fuck? We had a 3-way tie. There it is. God, they changed the layout again. Son of a biscuit. All right, so we are going to do, we do need to do a poll here. So we have, what were we at? Spicy, salted, spicy, and cheesy. Anything involving vinegar failed. Salted, spicy, or cheesy. Now, before I turn it on, let me reset the poll. Before I enable it, cheesy chips could be Doritos. They could be like extra cheese chips or something like that. Salted would just be your standard potato chip, whether it be wavy or fucking, flat. And that includes like kettle corn or like kettle cooked chips or whatever, just shit with just basic salt, sea salt, that kind of thing. And spicy, if it's like a spicy Dorito, then it would be spicy. Like spicy overrides the cheesy because it is an addition to the cheesy. So if it's anything with spice, it's spicy. If it's just cheesy-esque, whatever, and then salted. All right, you ready? Let's see if I did this. Oh, wait, no, I gotta fucking fix that. Oh, yeah, I was talking shit about the biscuit heads. All right. Flav of chippy crispness. There we go. Reset that and enable. So just type 1, 2, or 3 in chat in YouTube or Twitch. Just the number. All addressed chips. Let's see. What do I would put. I usually just get salted chips. I'm usually basic bitch when it comes to chips. I just like I said, I get the Ruffles because they're fucking rich. Because the Ruffles are rigid or ridged or whatever. Ruffles have ridges. That's what it is. So I like me some just fucking standard ass Ruffles. Did it go? Yep. All right. My vote went in. Man, spicy's pulling up. I love spicy stuff. I just don't feel like I need, for me, obviously, I just eat so much spicy stuff at home that the chips usually become not spicy. Chips are not the same as crisps. Yeah, they're close to good enough. Just like biscuits aren't the same as cookies. Yeah, I don't think that's going to matter, Top Smoke. You only want to calm down there. 69. Well, yeah, if you want to do that with your chips, I guess you could stuff them in and put a whole new thing to eating them out. I missed the numbering. My fave Walker's Max hot chicken wings. What's that number? That would be spicy, right? Other hand. Right there. Number 2, spicy. Ted Rogers 32. Who? Why does Ted Rogers? Why does that name sound familiar? Okay, Mr. S really wants to place his vote for ketchup, so we'll count 1 as for ketchup. No, Salt and Vinegar already lost. Salt and Vinegar lost last week, C2S. No, you can't go do 2. Just type 2. There, Graham Shaw. That'll actually work. Oh, yeah, just 2. What is the vote? Right there. It's there. Like it's on. Again, it doesn't really blend in. Like it's right there. That thing. There we go. That. I can't. I can't do that. Right. Appreciate that, Franco. And Dusty Bin. Dusty Bazongas. From Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Anybody else remember her? Sour cream and chives. Doom text. Pretty close to Doom text, yeah. Why is my phone blowing the fuck up? Alright, nobody's dead. That's fine. Dusty Bin is a very UK thing. Go on. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Okay. Someone is massaging Scruff. I wish someone was fucking giving me a massage. That's there. Alright. Minimize that. Okay, sorry about that. I had to check something. Dusty Bin was cool. Okay. Hidden under stone, I hum though I'm still. I bridge Earth's pulse and human will. That's my 3, 2, 1 clue. I bridge, and it's a cool rhyme. Hidden under stone, I hum though I am still. I bridge Earth's pulse and human will. Kind of sounds like something about electricity, but I don't know. Rob says I should get a good shiatsu massage. It's been years. I don't know that anyone's going to want to massage your shiatsu. That's supposed to just get disposed of. Scruff, look up 3, 2, 1 opening titles. I'll cue that up. 3, 2, 1 opening titles. Ted Rogers. 3, 2, 1 contact. Okay. Is that a show thing? Because I'll just, okay. I'll go. Oh, yeah. And I gotta get Pleasantville downloaded because I don't know why that's not there. I mean, I gotta get Pleasantville purchased. That and what the hell was the movie we were looking for that MK thought we'd watched? Hangover. There's things to do after the stream. Queued up. All right, let me get back over there. Okay. That's the copper rods under the pyramids. Okay. Kids TV back in the day, Dusty Bin. UK Dusty Bin. It's a vacuum. What? 3, 2, 1 Dusty. Oh, okay. There is something there on the Wikipedia. Oh, that was from that show. Okay, gotcha. There was a PBS show called 321 Contact. I feel like I heard of that. Andy, one of the 321 rhyming clues was to an outdoor rubbish bin. Usually very misleading, though. All right. My ad is about to start on Twitch. If you see ads on Twitch. Wow, that just went like all the way across the fucking room. Cool. I got anything left on this? It's always time for Pussies and Pianos, so I'm going to go ahead and empty this because I'm getting ready to get a fresh one. Here is the Dusty Bin clue. You'll need me when your job's all through. I'm where you put what's left of you. I'm not for gold nor silver spin. Your prize is me. Poor dusty bin. I'm where you put what's left of you. I don't know what that means specifically, but it sounds very either ominous or disgusting. Not sure about that one. Trash can be featured regularly. No Oscar, though. You mean Oscar the Grouch? I mean, if we're going to talk about trash and Oscars, we got to talk about Oscar the Grouch off Sesame Street. That motherfucker was my hero growing up. Probably why I'm so fucking grumpy. And I'm just like fucking he is. They slewed the fingers down. He never did it. Okay. Not kids. Oh, not kids per se. Family viewing, not kids. Oh. I could be the next Ted Rogers. Well, now I'm leery of why that was said, so I guess I'll have to take a look. But it is 6:35. That means it's time for Pussies and Pianos with Pianoman Rob. Let me center up the camera. And we'll pull up Rob. It didn't try to autoplay. That's nice. Sometimes Rob gets a little impatient in digital form, apparently. I guess that's about it. So I'll go do that. I'm going to grab another beer. I don't know. I just call them beers. It's easier to say than hard apple cider. So I'm going to grab another beer. Get them going. And I might as well let this song finish on Twitch. That'd be kind of a dick move to stop it like right at the fucking very end. But we are right there right now. Balls. All right. I'm going to flip it over to Pianoman here, and we'll talk to you all in a few moments. Alright. Thank you, Mr. Pianoman. Always good to hear. Oop. I don't know how much of the dude you could see when he was eating, but he hung out for a little bit. He just doesn't like being around Ronnie. Because Ronnie's really kind of a dick to him. And as you can see, and that is, if you've heard me talk about the snake, and I'm pretty sure I've said this before, that's the snake Ronnie's eating over. That's the, like, their pet snake. That's the one that, like, they make sure he's eating. Like, I've come home multiple times and he's either been head into the food bowl or head into the water bowl. Or just, like, chilling right outside my door, like a little gifty thing. Like, that's their little, that's somebody's little buddy. I don't know that it's necessarily Ronnie, because that was just sitting there, but that is definitely somebody's little buddy. Alright. There is the thingy. Uh-oh. Yeah, because I just saw that little bit of food go flying. Traveled in the direction of its doom. Cheers, everybody. Thanks again, Pianoman. What might be alive? Oh, the food? Well, I mean, that's entirely possible. It wouldn't merely matter to her. Like, as I've said before, she just kills every fucking thing. Sorry about that. Oh, yeah, like, actually, yeah, Warahime ate, about 2 weeks ago. She's good for a little while. She's a senior snake, so she doesn't have to eat, like, constantly. You know what I mean? But yeah, besides that, yeah, the little green guy. Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking funny. I figured Mama would be done by now. Let's see here. I wish the zoom was a little smoother. I gotta give her a brushing soon. Her hair has been like a little bit oilier than usual. But it seems like that happens like late summer a lot. I think she boils or just like gets dried out during the summer, and then when the temperature starts to change, her fur is over oiling, and then it adjusts over the winter. But I'm gonna give her a good brush. Oh, Ronnie left. And yeah, I found a blanket. There was a blanket on the couch. Toss that in there, see if anybody hops in. I gotta feed up their food dispenser things too. I got that big old bag of food. Whee. What's up, Sparks? You seem to be muted on YouTube. Okay. Well, while we're watching the kitties do kitty stuff, let me make sure nothing is stupid on my end there, bub. YouTube dashboard, separate windows, so I don't fuck up my stream. Poo poo on you. Where is... Let's see here. Permissions? No. Moderation? User management? Hidden users? No, that's not on my end. You are clean and green on my side of things. That's always annoying. My chat are not showing up on the screen chat log. I would have to figure out when go like type something in chat. In YouTube chat, and I'll see do like testes 1 2 3. Do like that in YouTube chat, and I'll see if I can see it. I have 3 different sources of YouTube chat before it even gets to the on screen thing. They're on yours, but with a bit of lag. Cat flap YouTube. Yeah, I don't actually I don't see anything on YouTube. I can usually do a little bit better of a Beavis and Butthead thing, but it kind of loud. Oh yeah, I should pay a little attention to the cat camera. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on YouTube, but you're not on any lists on my channel, so you may want to. I mean, it could just be a regional thing too. It could just be like the local fucking YouTube hub is taking a shit. Seen that happen before for no reason. Yeah, that's weird. Because I got one that's coming. One of the chats is coming directly out of my like the YouTube API, like the fucking YouTube hidden communication, whatever bullshit. Another source is coming out of OBS, which is off of Stream Key, not just the API, and the third source is just off of the stream itself. And none of them are seeing what you're saying. So yeah, that would be a thing, and you're not on my list. There's only 2 people on my list right now, and I don't even know who the fuck they are, so. Refresh my stream, still not, but other people can see my message. That's sad. Yeah, okay, so that's just YouTube. That's their chat servers fucking up then. Yeah, I'm on live chat on all of my sources. And anything, I mean, if you just type hello everyone, like that goes through all chat filters, shit like that. If you type some basic bullshit stuff. Besides that, sometimes certain things won't pick up if you do just emojis. Certain filters, like actually, this Stream Elements, my on-screen chat, you can filter out just emojis. Like if people do a thing that's only emojis, like they can filter that out. And I'm like, why? That's kind of part of it. And that got knocked over. Okay. I don't think she'll care, though. Last person, the last person to lay on that blanket was Spaz. I don't know that. I guess he's probably still a little scented from it. Ooh. Must be going back to make sure there's no more food. Yeah. All right. YouTube being crappy. Yeah. I imagine since it's all connected, digitally over internet, yada yada, all our chats, I mean, they're converging through various servers. So I imagine it's entirely possible that YouTube chat can go through a fucking a server split. Like shit like FNet used to do. You'd get, I forget what the fucking term for them was when it would split like that. When the servers would split up, you'd have 2 FNets that were half this one and other this one, then they'd crash back into each other and shit like that. Like, I imagine any kind of chat system could probably do that. Wow, she is looking for crumbs. Net split, was that what the fuck it was called? But FNet would do that, like, yeah, that was just kind of what FNet did. Net splits, okay. Yeah, I know this shit. I used to be fucking security administrator for a couple of smaller servers. What you doing, girl? Just thinking about it. Nets, okay, good. Brain's trying to work. All right, I'll keep the camera on that to see if she lays down. I'll try to pay attention and see if anybody lays down over there. But that was always fun. You get a fun, good net split, and you'd be like, "Where did everybody go?" And then suddenly, it just boom, and you had to fucking make sure like if you had bots in there, you had to make sure that they could recognize a net split. And not just think it was a fucking like mass spam join and ban everybody that just split out, and then you'd have bots fighting each other because sometimes one bot would be on one half and another bot would be on another server, and then they'd crash in. Oh, it was fucking awesome. Yeah, it was fun to deal with. I don't know. Haven't dicked with that in 25 years. All right, Franco. Appreciate you hanging out, helping out, doing your thing. I'll tell Freddie you said good night. And have yourself a good weekend, buddy. Netscape. Oh my god, I used Netscape back when I was on Netcom, internet provider, dial-up. That's when I was rocking the 56K V2 fucking US Robotics, rocking it out. Spark says, I was trying to say when you were talking about the snake, one of my cats has several emotional support O-rings. He takes them everywhere he goes. I don't have hair ties, so I guess they are a substitute. That's funny. Hey, you know what? Whatever they got. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know. That snake. Oh. Mouse. Where's the mouse? The dude's checking it out. He's been coming out a little bit more here and there. I think because he's getting more comfortable with poofers. Because they've been kind of not hanging out together, but they hang out in my room like relatively close to each other, but they still, whap each other all the fucking time. Rocking out at 4.5 kbs. Oh yeah, man. 5 to 5.7 on a good day. Absolutely, Phasma. Man, remember the first time I got high-speed internet and I hit like 100K a second? Fucking mind blown. Now anything downloads at 100K a second, I'm like, what the fuck? I think I don't know what it is with Mama and him, but Mama really doesn't like him. As I've said, I kind of wonder if she met him in her short span of being an outside cat, because they would have been grown up relatively close to each other. They're about the same age, estimated. I doubt they're related. They're way too different of a body structure build and all that, but they may have known each other. Get one more zoom in. That's 2x right there. What you doing, buddy? He does occasionally go into like the big cat room over there where the old office where he's going now and like eat food and stuff over there, even though he has food. He's got his own personal food station downstairs, but he does eat theirs sometimes. I don't know that the camera can... Oh, yeah, it's a wall. Can't see through a wall. All right, I'll keep an eye on that if he comes back out. Which... Oh, wait. The Days of Our Lives cat episode here. And that's the other thing that's funny. If he comes upstairs, a lot of times she'll sneak downstairs. Take out a peanut bar that are in the kitchen. They're in the kitchen on the shelf. No, they're actually on the Lazy Susan cabinet. You know, like the corner cabinet with the spinny things. They're actually, that big ass box is on one side, so I put bunch of extra cocoa powder on the other to offset the weight. Like, it's pretty fucking sturdy. I don't know what the fuck metal it is. It might be a like heavy tin maybe with a brass pole. But I did offset it. Christian, do the cats ride on the spinny thing? The spinny thing? What spinny thing? I'll stretch it out, buddy. Well, really, I don't really have any spinny things in here to ride on. I just want to see if he lays down. I guess it kind of depends on, I'll greatly depend on where Ronnie is. Now he's looking for leftovers. Lazy Susan corner cabinet. Oh, do the cats ride on the Hoofer's brakes? Well, before I put the gate up so that they couldn't get into the kitchen. There you go, buddy. Poofers would break into them a lot. Like, she wouldn't ride them, but she would break into the one with the pots and pans and like go to sleep in there. Almost lost her in there because, like, you know, behind it, especially on the bottom, behind it, it's not fully finished. And because I guess they just didn't fucking bother. So I feel like if she would have been any smaller, she would have been able to like get into the back of things and like gotten lost or stuck. All right. Well, at least we got to see the dude for a minute. That's cool. It's always useful when he's on the cover. Cat Adventure PC game. Wait, Roomba? What are we talking about? Roombas. Oh, the spinny thing, a Roomba. Yeah, I have a room. I think I still have that Roomba. Just got to put a battery in it. But it's like 20 years old, so I should probably just donate it to something. Like find a Roomba guy around here or something. I got to take care of those tubes too. Tomorrow I'm going to finish doing the pegboard stuff, and then I got to email dude about the tubes and get them boxed up this week. I want to probably meet up with them in like 2 weeks from now. Would probably be good. That'll give me extra time to get them as boxed as I can and get them into the burb and maybe try to figure out a way to drop them off and then, oops. Thanks, Zap. I knew I was missing something. But maybe try to combine dropping off them tubes and like hitting a range or something. Just got some Winchester and I'd like to compare the Winchester to my PMC 556. V8 powered Roomba. The problem with that, it'd be really difficult to get through doorways. I mean, like, I know most V8s are thin enough, but once you get a base, and the suck base would be pretty fucking big too. Yeah, it would kind of just, I think that would turn into more of a carpet trimmer. A scale V8? Well, then it would never fucking run. That's the problem with that. PMC is usually a little slower. Yeah, that's what I figure, but you got your chronograph. Make sure, if I sort something out, I'll see what you're up to. because I want to play with Abigail. The healing chime haunts me. I have had some chimes for when you do sage. You can kind of like spread it and do like the little peace chime thingy. I had a set of them. I still got some white sage downstairs I gotta burn. Yeah, oh yeah. Wow, look at that. We're what is that? Yeah, don't forget to vote for your favorite flavor of potato chip or crisp or, you know, thinly sliced potato product. Just type 1, 2, or 3, nothing else in the thing. Keep out with exhaust buildup and residue on the walls would be a concern. Oh, yes. Okay. It took me a second to put, yeah. Well, yeah, actually, you know what? That is a very good point, but I think I can help with that. And this would actually help with the overall situation, run it off of LP. If you run it off of propane, that shit runs really clean compared to gasoline. Well, cleaner than gasoline. And it's not as choky as gasoline vapors are, and you can run that shit a little bit lean, which also helps. But yeah, either way, you wouldn't have to deal with the exhaust stuff. I mean, I got a really big whole house ventilator fan that I could put somewhere that would probably suck the cats upstairs though. Now hold on. I got a fucking asteroid in my eye. Jesus Christ. Ah. Alright, let's leave them off for a second. Prawn cocktail is good too. Oh, you mean like putting a shrimp on the Barbie, or is that what the fuck? Is that what that is? Mr. A Cake says burnt sage does nout. Does nout? Damn you, hippie, run diesel, pour some coal. Or you mean roll some coal? That's just stinky exhaust, though. I drove a diesel for many years. It had a slightly rich tune, just enough to make sure it was getting full power, and ride that line of 1300 degrees on the intake to the exhaust, or to the fucking turbine side of it. I ran that thing really close to melting that bitch, but it fucking pulled 10,000 pounds through the mountains. That was my 97 Chevy K2500 HD pickup truck. I have not seen him. What? Graham hasn't seen. Okay, I'll have to scroll for that one. What flavor crisp was the most popular with the rulers of the Ottoman Empire? Salt and vinegar. That's good. That's good. I do need to go to the eye doctor. Prawn cocktail potato chips. What the fuck? God, man, no one can make anything out of a goddamn potato chip. Fama, appreciate 17 months of support as one of the goofballs. Just throwing this out there now. Some time off in October for yourself. I don't have time to take time off. I'm trying to get on stream more with this new game. I'm really going to try hard tomorrow to actually get on, because I'm really fucking enthusiastic about Surrounded. So I want to get the pegboard project done. Do something about the starter on the engine. And then hopefully it won't be too late and I can start a new world for streaming and actually do like a couple hour stream of Surrounded. Appreciate the offer there, Fama, but I'm actually trying to get on a little bit more just to share that game, because it's a fucking great game. Like, a lot of people look at it and they're like, oh, the graphics though. I'm like, you know what? Once you start playing, the graphics aren't even a thing because the gameplay is smooth. There's a lot more coming in the game. Like, I just found a link today on one of their fucking websites. I actually sent it to Zenzinger about all the stuff they're getting ready to add. Like, it's just a good fucking game. I don't know. I've been playing the shit out of it. Gotta find them legendary weapons. Like, I already got legendary weapons, and I haven't even fucking beat the first radioactive prison yet. But that's probably what I'm going. I'll probably end up doing that tonight. But I do want to start a new one for online. That way I can have two, and I don't. Because what happened a lot with Scum was when I was playing it, I felt like I could really only do most of the playing when we were streaming. But I really wanted to be on that server at the same time, but you can't have two thing, and it just kind of threw me off. And that and Scum that's a little bit of a mess for me to deal with right now. So I'm going to stick with Surrounded for a while, and we'll see if Gold River Project ever gets out of demo mode. We'll take a look at that again too. When do we get to see the RC again? You know what? Maybe we'll do something Thanksgiving with the RC, because I'll have a few extra days in a row off. I'm not going out of town until Christmas vacation. Maybe we'll do something then. I can go to the park, maybe do a little like cookout thing on one of the grills, ride the car around for a little while. Try not to break it again. Learn a little bit of throttle fucking control. Lesbian weapons. What is a lesbian weapon, Mr. AK? Is that like a fist of Adonis on the end of a spear? Kind of like a dildo spear, but fist of Adonis spear. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically this in rubber form with a suction cup right here, and you just go on your table and just whoop, 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 whoop. That's like the OG fist. Like that shit was on adameve.com like 30 years ago, like 25, 30 years ago. That was like the OG fucking fist. And one of their suggestions was literally to stick it in the center of your living room table just as a talking piece. That's funny as shit. Yeah, we'll get that. We'll get out there. I think that'll be good. Thanksgiving. I see, assuming the park is open since, the governments are shutting down and what the fuck ever, I don't know. Make sure you use the beater body. Yeah, that's a good, that is a good idea. Put the old, the fudged up Mercedes body on it, run it around. I'll take all the spare parts with me too. I'll take a steak, some onions. I'll make like an onion foil bomb. And then we'll make a steak, and then we'll cook them together a little bit. Yeah, we'll make a day of it. Okay. Have to see maybe see if anybody else wants to hang out. Maybe a little Halloween hangout or something. Not like everybody, but check around, see if anybody's doing anything or whatever. Obviously not on Thanksgiving Day. Unless nobody wants to do anything, then I may just go on Thanksgiving Day if they're open, because that's just less people to deal with. They are bloody devious, but true intelligence seems to be very lacking. Good British crisps info. Your potato chips are low in intelligence? Is that what you're saying? Werebear. If the receiver batteries are recharged, bulls better check. Oh yeah, I'll just put all new batteries in it, or recharge them or whatever. I'll get all the batteries sorted. But yeah, I do have lithium ions in it. They're that one brand I have. I can't remember even. I think they're lithium ions. Yeah, I got lithium ions, not the. Pretty sure I got lithium ions, not nickel metal hydroxides for them. At Kilar, what's up, bud? I think I may have worn out my coffee maker. Been doing a little bit of video work, I imagine, there at Kalar. That's right, it is Saturday night. You usually drop a video on the Sunday, if I'm remembering right. It's either Saturdays or Sunday. I usually wake up and I see you throwing a fresh video out. It's usually on the weekend. Pretty sure it's Sunday. And I watch some of them, or at least some part of it. It's like, if you don't know, at Kalar, he does a lot of work on, or they do a lot of work on, like old school equipment and like refurbish, fixing up, schematicing them out, like the fucking like meters and shit. And it's like a really chill, awesome format. So check out at Kalar. Isn't that, wait, what? Isn't that a criminal offense to be without one in the U.S.? What, a coffee maker? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, well, actually, a lot of people on there don't drink coffee. I mean, granted, they're weird because of that, and other reasons as well. But yeah, I don't necessarily understand people who don't like coffee. Sorry, I just looked down at Flat Cat running from the fucking headphones again. Had a good chuckle there. Man, that was fucking rough tonight. I kind of feel like his microphones would probably be fine if he put a fuzzball on them. I know they usually call them like dead cats, dead mouse, dead whatever. You know, the little fucking fluff ball things. Like, it'd probably be fine if he'd put that on there, because that would help kill some of the fucking punch from people laughing. I can't even, that, like, I can, it's can be difficult to get this to clip sometimes. Ekelar, I tried filming the repair, but it didn't pan out. There was too much grinds in there, and I had to juggle the position more for the cleanliness than for the camera. Oh, I thought you just wore that bitch out. Oh, you were trying to fix it. Well, what fucked up on it? Why is there a bug in here? What the fuck? Fun day paw pet. That's, yeah, that's like Sunday. Well, for me, that's Sunday nights. That's like around, what, 6 o'clock on Sundays for me, I think. If I'm remembering right. So in like 23-ish hours. I'm in Austria. Kalar says, I'm in Austria, but as a coffee act, it hits hard anyhow. Well, I mean, that's why you always have backup coffee makers, or, you know, you have someone send you extra espresso makers just to make sure. Appreciate it, obviously. Oh, wait a minute. What do I have here? I still got some of this. Cheers, everyone. Spark says, I seem to be shadow banned on YouTube. Pretty sure no one can see me now. Well, at this point, maybe whatever the problem is, maybe it just got worse, or it just got rebooted. Like, if you're totally off, like, they may be troubleshooting the issue now. Like, they could have taken something down at this point. I know they're usually pretty quick to react. Maybe not quick to find the fix, but I know they're usually pretty quick to react to the issue, to an issue. The end stop switch for the grind container isn't switching in time, hence the machine goes into error mode. When I click manually, it works. Oh. Is that like a weighted switch? Which would eventually get little bits of dust in it and cause friction, and then not be weighted, well, properly resistant, or, you know, calibrated to a certain weight? Or is there something else? Mr. S is out. Appreciate you hanging out, Bubba. Have a good evening. If I can get my ass onto a stream, then I'll see you then. If not, I'll see you Wednesday. I tried a different account. It's fine. I tried a VPN. It's still broken. No idea. Like I said, you're not on my list. I think who was on it? Was it Kent Smith? You aren't Kent. No, who was it? Hold on, let me go see. Who is currently banned from the channel? Who's currently opt on the channel? Alright, cool. Oh, Kent Fisher. And Charles Williamson. I remember Charles Williams. What the fuck? I remember he was like one of our resident trolls. I think he got a little overly trolly one night. Alright, I'll unban everybody and we'll see what happens. Well, I have no one on my ban list now. Or silence list, or whatever the fuck you call it. Yeah, C2S Twitch chat for him is broken. It just kind of works sometimes. That's another weird one. Obviously, my Twitch chat does pretty okay. So Sparks comes over to Twitch, C2S goes over to YouTube. But yeah, I don't know. Uncle Kim. Mr. King Jong-il? Or who is the current? Is it Un or Un? It's Un, right? Is that the current, what the fuck was that? I think that might have been that fucking fly. He's so banned he doesn't even show up on the ban list. Now I can't even send a super chat. That's got to be something really broken on YouTube. Holy shit. King June, whatever the fuck. Yeah, I guess that's about right there, Zen. Yeah. He's in some, I'll tell you what though, he stars in great movies, he had a couple of really good starring roles in movies. He was great in, what's that Seth Rogen fucking, The Interview. He was great in The Interview. He was really good in South Park World Police. Definitely recommend if you want to see the Kims do their acting skills. I would definitely check out those two movies. You get to see father and son. You know, which is great that they passed the acting torches down. So check out World Police, you know, South Park, or I'm sorry, Team America, World Police. And then the other one, fucking Jesus Christ, The Interview. Check out The Interview. Just know the movie The Interview literally almost caused World War III. And that's fucking amazing. And it's a pretty goddamn good movie. Glue hair on top of the switch. Micro switch with a plastic plunger against a plastic thingy. Something is preventing them from meeting by a hair. Well, if it's in a grinder thing, is it possible that there's dust buildup in there? Maybe it's just worn the fuck out? I mean, I don't know the exact setup you're talking about, but maybe it's just worn out? Just tells me message not sent, edit, and try again. Usually when it says that, there's something restricted in it, like you're saying very bad words, or it's way too long. Otherwise, it could just be broke as shit. Hey, Mr. A Cake says bald is better, bald is good. C2S says shave the hair, so whichever one is going to work. Glue blob on top of the switch, increase its height. That's true. Yeah, oh yeah. You could glue a quote spacer in there. If everything at Kalar, if everything is moving freely and seems as it should, it's just barely missing it. Jack Attack, that's a pretty good one. A little drop of something on top just to add a little fucking bit. You can even, you know, kind of sand it down or file it down if you need to really gap it out right. Maybe. Tried another live stream and it's the same. Okay, well, sorry when I say okay good. I mean that I'm glad it's not just something stupid on my channel. If it's a YouTube thing, then should resolve itself. Usually when chat gets fucking weird like that, it usually sorts itself out within 24 hours, I would say. For the most part. Sorry you're having that issue, but I mean, at least you have Twitch as a backup. Ronona grew a thing, apparently. That could be in a whole lot of different directions. Flag cat. Oh. Would you like me to share with the rest of the class with the rest of the class there, Ronona? Let me know before I do, because certain things we may or may not share. Sure, I am proud. All right, because that looks like something to be really motherfucking proud of. Let me fucking tell you that. Yeah. All right. This is from Ronona, one of his little ladies. Look at them motherfucking trichomes, just like, what's up, bitches? Look, you got some of them starting to turn when they get that little, like, that light golden brown, boy. Ooh, you get like a good mix of cloudy white and golden brown trichomes. Oh, boy. Oh, look at that. God, that is a hairy motherfucker. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Oh, man, that is... Yeah. Once I zoom in and really, look at that. They're just everywhere. That's great. Congratulations. Your ladies seem to be very happy. Pores. Yeah, peppers. These are some custom peppers that Ron is growing. Very funnily shaped peppers. I remember I used to grow those kinds of peppers. Just was too many at once. Mediocritus, bit of a wild guess, but have you tried clearing your cache there, Sparks? That could be a thing. Reset the browser or try, like, if I have issues with Chrome or Brave, I'll open up Microsoft Edge. Maybe try that. Maybe something needs to be blasted. Or if I know in Brave, you can go through and specifically purge, like, YouTube. You can purge individual sites. Tried 3 browsers and in private too. Okay. Did you try browsing through the dark web, perhaps? What is that, Tor? Was that like isn't Tor like proven to be actually fairly insecure or some shit like that? I thought maybe. Try it in Linux. Yeah. Linux, if you want to get some Red Hat, try it in that. Maybe punch up some Unix code real quick. I don't know. Logged out of Google and back in. Okay, so it's a YouTube chat server problem. Tor is a good browser. It says Top Smoke. Of course, this is Top Smoke, so we'll wait for other opinions because Top Smoke can be a little crazy sometimes, but that's why we love them. Phasma, sounds like Google is fucking with your account. I don't think it's something that can be fixed with browser tricks. Yeah, that's... Something's going on. You even tried shouting at the window. I've tried that too. Sometimes that does work. Tor is an okay browser. Tor, yeah, okay. It's okay, but Tor is made by the U.S. government. Yeah, I thought that was what I'd heard. Something like that. I don't know. I don't use it. I have no use for it. Too big a hit. Well, I am on super mode, but it hits good on pulse mode. Did I finish that? Yep. All right. Finish my iced tea. All right. Better. Oh, that's 7:30 already. All right, so what are we doing for dinner tonight, folks? I'll wait for Falma's 5 paragraphs. Top's like, Tor is basically a browser with a built-in VPN that is completely new country every time you open it. Yeah, okay. I can just do that myself. I have VPN that I use, and what you know, they're not one of the ones that fucking does any fucking storage and logs. Yeah, fucking NordVPN. What a bunch of dickheads. Anyway, Zapped. I now use a VPN so my internet isn't censored thanks to USA. Yeah, I just use it. Just about everything's going. I don't do the broadcast through the VPN, but I have the browsers themselves set up to go through Express. My phone goes through ExpressVPN. The gaming rig does not, because that can cause all kinds of fucking weirdness with Steam and servers and ping and shit like that. But no, I've had plenty of success with ExpressVPN. And it's been proven a couple different times when their server houses have been raided for countries, governments that wanted server logs, and they broke in, they fucking searched everything, and there ain't a fucking stitch of data to be found, so. Tor is not a browser, Tor is a routing network. Okay, that tells you what the fuck I know about all that shit. There, Phasma. Appreciate that. I'll have to, maybe I'll research it just enough to learn what it's about and then move on. There is a browser they package that uses Tor by default, but Tor itself is a network router. Oh, okay. All right. I appreciate the correction there. I don't want to sound like, I want to sound as little like an idiot as possible when I'm sitting out here speaking. Mama says, okay, I won't mention the crispy outside fat on a ribeye cooked medium or medium rare with potato chunks, boiled, then put in the oven with olive oil and garlic till crispy. That's pretty much how I cook my ribeyes. Definitely just enough to, I like a warm pink red center. Like, I'm pretty much just take a bite out of a cow's ass as I'm driving by and eat that if I could. Yeah, I think you can use it. Oh, so you can use Tor with the, if you know how Tor works, I guess you can get it on different browsers and stuff. Okay. Seems like you should have crisps to eat, whichever wins the poll. Well, it looks like Spicy's going to win the potato chip poll. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and kill that. For who's here, maybe hasn't voted yet. Yeah, just type 1, 2, or 3, nothing else in chat to your vote. And we'll kill that in a minute here. Where are we at in the music? Okay, that's fine. There's still music we've heard of coming up. Good. It doesn't quite work like that there, Top. Warning, 2 nice warnings. Cream sauce with sausage meat and mushroom ravioli. Actually, mushroom raviolis aren't bad. I'm not real big on mushrooms, but actually a mushroom ravioli kind of thing would probably be pretty fucking good. Let me just double check something quickly here. Something happened in Indianapolis, it looks like. Don't really care, because I don't live there. Yeah, Rusty B and Zap dropping a vote. Oh, salted and cheesy are tied. Spicy looks like the winner here. Give it another few seconds. Now I'm going to do, I ordered crab cake and a chicken salad sub. So what I do with that is it's fucking huge. Like it is it's roughly probably 30. It's not a fucking Subway foot long. It's like a foot long sub that's closer to like 15 inches. I can usually get about 3 meals out of that for 15, and for a $15 sub, that's not bad. That's $5 a meal. I'm fine with that. But I'll probably end up having that tonight. What I usually do is I have them cut it into thirds. And I'll take a third and I'll just eat that. But it's so big, I usually just use a fucking steak and like in a fork and just keep cutting it into pieces. Put a shitload of Old Bay and fresh cracked pepper on it. Fucking shit's really good. Kind of giving the Cajun chicken Alfredo a little rest for another couple orders because I don't want to overdo it and then get tired of it. So I'm kind of cycling through a couple of different things. Because I hate doing that when you order the same thing over and over again because it's so good, and then you just get fucking, you just wake up one day and you're like, well, I fucked this up. So I'm trying not to do that. But the crab cakes are just fucking delicious, so I'll just keep ordering it. A Red Dwarf episode will cheer us all up. Well, that only happens occasionally on movie night. And then when we do Red Dwarf entire fucking nights. Oh, an ad just started on Twitch. What's up, Tony? I feel like I haven't seen you in a little while. Welcome to the chat. Oh, Spicy's pulling ahead. All right, we're going to give it the time it takes me to take a couple puffs and a sip of water, and then we will kill the poll. Grab this. Where's the other one? Oh, that's the one that went flying across the room. That's right. That's back there. Giant crab cake wakes up next to you. Oh my god, that would be. Yeah, you talk about talk about eating the ass out of somebody, dude. If a fucking giant crab cake woke up next to me, I'd be eating for a while. Spicy is doing it. All right, take a drink. Hey, speaking of which, where's our stretch man at tonight? Cheers, everybody. Take a drink. All right, spicy chips. I guess the next bag, next time I go to the store, I will bag some I will grab a bag of Ruffles and I'll grab some spicy chips. Since that's our winter, I mean, I don't see the point of eating spicy chips on here, but I mean, I can if you really want to. I guess I'll find the spiciest chips I can find. Might be able to find some ghost pepper chips. C2S with the stretch. Everyone, take a little bit of stretch. Crack your knuckles because it does not affect anything. It is perfectly fine. It doesn't fuck you up. Crows. Anyway, crack your knuckles. Do something a bit of a stretch. We've all been sitting here a second. Oh, fuck. Oh. Spicy nips. Oh, yeah. Taco flavored Doritos. I feel like I've seen those. I don't know if I ever tried them there, Brian. How you doing tonight? I don't know that I said I've seen you yet. Or said, hey, but either way, what's up? I don't know, Packy has ghost pepper chips. I used to have I mean, that was like a couple years ago. Used to have some of them. Fama dropping 5 gifted member or subscriptions, on Twitch. We just hit our sub goal. Well, thank you there, buddy. Much appreciated. Cheers to that, and then we'll stop the poll. Thanks, buddy. Much appreciated. Choo-choo! One of these days, I'm going to have to actually do, like, the custom sounds. So I can do, like, a choo-choo thing. And it'll probably just me making dumbass sounds and then fucking with them in an audio editor. Oh, there's all kinds of noise. What do we got? Just subscribed for 4 months. Keeping that going. Appreciate that. If Fama's just dropping it. They've subscribed for 4 months. Again, appreciate the support. So many orange. Well, that's Fama's fault. Fama likes getting them graphics going sometimes. I'm fine with that. Help the channel out. Mail error. Yeah, I have to look at the error thing. That's a big old beautiful picture of weed over there. Or peppers over there. Bungee skunk slipping one in for cheesy. What's up? All right, we're going to go ahead and end that poll if I can figure out where the hell it is over here. And spicy chips. All right, like I said, I'll get some spicy chips. I'll have, if I can find the packy ones that are like pretty much the spiciest bag of chips you can get, we'll have some of them next Saturday. What are you? What's going on there, Rob? I'll be back for breakfast. I reckon I spied one up at the pub earlier. He was requesting very modern stuff from a pub pianist and had hands on him and interrupted him. Jesus Christ. Stoke me a kipper? What in the hell does that mean, C2S? Was that a biscuit thing? Figured out the piece of puzzle. Which piece are you working with there, Mr. A-Cake? I think it's all this flashy stuff is for the kids with no attention span. You know what? I don't mind it. I like it. Just gives people recognition for their stuff. It's a Red Dwarf quote. Smoke me a kipper, I'll be back for breakfast. All right. This chat wants me to subscribe to earn drops and is telling me something about a level 2 hype train, and I'm just like, what the fuck is all that unlock random emote stuff? Stuff is scrolling past. Yeah, Twitch has a lot of stuff. I need a GPU for the chat box. Close. It does get close. I have no idea what drops it thinks you're going to earn from me, unless there's some weird just chatting drop. Besides that, like, if I'm usually drops are for games, I don't know why it thinks you would be earning drops. I don't have anything enabled that I know of. Is there a snack pack? Is there a snack called Packy in the U.S.? No, that's usually a slang term here in the U.S. A derogatory slang term. I love people watching and saw them enter father and son like two peas from a bad pod. I think maybe I need a special permit to consume the drops. Consume the drops. I don't think it's those kind of drops. But, I mean, you never know. Twitch might be trying something new. And maybe they're going to mail you cough drops for watching my stream. Maybe. There is a Packy in the US. It's a straw style cracker thing. Says Zendinger. Okay. I have no idea. The drops thing seems to be for like Duolingo or something. I told him to go away forever. That's weird. Let's see. It like Twitch auto enroll me in some dumb shit. Stop talking. Stop talking. There you go. I don't even know where the fuck that would be in here. Stream tools, settings. No, not streaming tool. Charity. No. Yeah, no, if I was, that would be what? Oh yeah, no, fuck that. What the fuck do you think they're doing there? That's some bullshit. Content? No, that's my content. Community, roles now, analytic, alert stream. I have no idea. I'll have to go through and see if there's something. Stream settings. Where are they? I don't even remember where the drop. Where's the dashboard search drops? When turned on, your followers will be alerted when they have the chance to earn in-game loot, which is what drops normally are. Twitch drops, Marvel Rivals, Wild Assault. That must be some fucking weird thing they're doing with Duolingo. Because that's not anything that's like enabled on my channel. It's the only drops they offer is fucking for video games. So that's some fucking weird shit that they must be fucking paid up with Duo. My apologies. If I can figure out a way to turn it off, I will, but I don't see a way to do that, so that sucks. Phasma says, oh yeah, it probably did auto-enable drops in your stream dashboard and search the box. That should bring it up. Well, yeah, I enable drops for my games, but not for... I guess it's just, I'd have to turn that on and off depending on what the fuck game I was doing. I guess we're just gonna have to deal with that dumb shit. Just ignore it and tell it to eat a dick. Or eat your entire ass, as I told Kevin earlier. Fama found some emotes to unlock there. There's a couple. It's all definitely part of the alert behavior saying like the ones I have known. Pianoman, we have to watch the Paki word in the UK. It's kind of like the N word from people from Pakistan. Yeah, that's what I was referring to. I guess Twitch lumps all drops in the same category. That's fucking weird. Like, I don't, if I'm not playing a game, I don't want drops, but I don't have to go in and out of the dashboard all the time. That's Twitch. But you got to have all that shit turned on to turn on all the cool stuff on Twitch. So it's I guess it's a give or take. Drops are games, rewards are different. Yeah, that's true. There, Christian. Are you? I guess you're just are you like just starting to like get more into Twitch? Because I know I was like on Twitch chat for a while before I figured any of that shit out. It is a lot of shit to fucking sort out with Twitch chat, though. Akbalar says, finally got the plunger thing out of the machine. It certainly has a crater where the switch is hitting. Ah, there you go. Maybe a little glue, maybe actually epoxy, maybe to fill it. You were talking about the channel, so I thought it let me throw those out there. Oh, yeah. There's a couple of them. And that's on my YouTube. That's right. Yeah, that's I got a slightly different, well, kind of a bit of a difference set on Twitch. I just always pop out the chat either on Twitch or YouTube. Yeah. I watch the streams via a separate hardware device. Yeah, that's why I do a lot of that too. Like if I'm watching a stream like in the bedroom, I'll have it on the big screen on the big screen, but I'll have them on my cell phone. That's where I do most of my chat. Most of the time I chat to any live stream, it is through my cell phone. Or what I'll do is like if I'm watching like Kill a Mike who dual streams as well, I'll put like Twitch up on the TV and then I'll do YouTube chat, like YouTube on the phone, and then I got YouTube chat as well, just to click both the boxes as it were. Rob says, one of my Discord friends called himself a Paki, though after I said it's cool to have an Indian friend, he says, I'm not Indian, I'm a Paki. Yeah, you gotta watch that shit too. They get real particular out there on cultural identifiers, which are generally regional. Jack Attack says, I used to be addicted to soap, but I'm clean now. Hey, does that fuck with the microphone when I just did that, when I'm leaning in? Like, does it start to clip out the microphone as I kind of lean in like that and kind of come back out? Or does that just make it a little bit louder? Or what does that do to it? Because I'm still getting used to the fact I can't hear my voice as loud in my headphones, so I feel like I'm far back. But this is actually nice that I'm not so loud in my headphones because I can hear other things more. But I am finding that I'm leaning into the microphone more. Just don't bother with YouTube. Some people are YouTube only. Some people are Twitch only. As far as watching, and yeah, it's whatever works for you. Louder and lower, but not clipping. Okay. Christian says, for today, I've had the MPC on a Chromecast with chat visible into an HDMI capture encoder and 2 live festival feeds into HDMI encoders, then your YouTube HLS feed all on a quad software multi-view display. That works. Whatever works. I've done kind of the same thing with my setup here. I've watched like 4 or 5 streams at the same time. The only advantage is I get to watch them on full screen monitors and still have a work monitor. That's fucking ridiculous setup. I just can't stand the software performance of the Twitch or YouTube playback experience. Yeah, it's a learned handicap. Both of them have features that the other one should have, and some of them have features that don't really need to be there, which is why I turned off the fucking leaderboard thing. Like, until that purple leaderboard thing actually means something, I don't say, all it does is clog up the chat. That's why you don't see that anymore, because they did finally allow you per stream or default per channel to turn off the YouTube leaderboard, chat leaderboard, the purple shit. Until it gets to like an actual point of existing, like I said, it just clogs shit up. That's why you're not seeing it on this channel anymore. And I imagine many of you may not have even noticed it was gone because you were paying so little attention to it anyway. But that hasn't been here for a week or two. Spark says, I'm on live chat with Google. They say they are looking into it. Okay. Does it feel like a human or one of their AI chatters? Because I actually logged in and went, wow, this is fucking AI. And I went, you know what? I'm just going to try it a different time when I can talk to a human. And it had no response. And I went, okay, it's not even trying to cover itself up. What did I miss? Oh, the crowns? Jag Attack, I just got an A on my origami assignment when I turned my papers into my teacher. Oh, when I turned my paper into my teacher. Also, don't watch a lot of other live streams and don't engage much. I don't get out much, as he says. Google support is useless. It's hit or miss. It really depends on if you get a human or not. I assume there are some humans that are there, but I guess AI overflow catches the overflow. Is what I was trying to say. Not sure. Might be AI. We will see. Okay. I mean, it's possible if it's such a weird issue, it could be AI trying to get a human on the phone. Well, you know, the phone. When a person goes, fuck me, I'm a human, I'm having a really bad day, then you have a human. Yeah, that's another way to tell. Let me speak to a human, just keep repeating, says Chipmunk. That, you know, that may work at times. That is entirely possible. Like, I do that on fucking telephone prompters. I'm like, customer service. Could you describe your customer service? Could you do customer service? Could you good customer? We seem to be having a problem getting a response from you. We'll connect you to a person right away. There you go, buddy. Fucking hell. The gorgeous place. Which gorgeous place? Okay. You're missing the golden ones, the golden pancakes? What is Lockwatcher missing that's golden? Google support. Let's see. When a person goes, oh, right. Okay. Sorry. I'm just scrolling up and down, just catching stuff here. Can you describe your issue? Your phone support sucks my balls. One moment, please. Last message as, please give me at least 3 to 5 minutes, which maybe does not compute, need meat bag. Yeah, they could be, you know, they could be trying to find a skin pod to become available. Oh, golden joke, gotcha, yeah. I feel like feel like one of the times they said that to me, and it was definitely a human, because there was just the like. I don't think they would program their AI to add misspellings. They might, but they did have a misspelling. So I think the one time, or one of the times I dealt with Google, it was definitely at least ended with human. Possibly started without, but I have no idea. But I will say creator support, once you're at least monetized, their creator support is actually pretty good and pretty quick. And it's so far the 3 times I've had to do creator support, the 3 times it's either been really, really, really fucking good AI or it's been a human. MK says, by the way, if you sound annoyed or start cussing, you are more likely to be switched to a human. Really? God, almost makes sense, because there has been a couple times I've been like, holy, like the phone is listening. I'm just like, holy fuck, customer fucking service. And then they kind of figure it out after that. Please hold while we blare this garbled music like sound at you at the volume of 66 out of 10. Oh yeah, there's no way these big companies actually listen to their own on hold music, because it fucking sounds like it sounds like they recorded like 1980s music onto an old timey fucking like drum player record thing, horn player thing, and then they stuck the microphone into the horn, overmodulated it by like 50 fucking decibels, and then downgraded it so that they could, I don't know, it's fucking horrible. Or push 0, which usually they don't mention in the voice. Oh, I always push 0. And a lot of times that's just not an option. So then I'll push star. That doesn't work. And then I'll push pound, and that usually ends the call. And then I gotta call back and just start mashing buttons. I mean, worst comes to worst, just do the fucking... I've actually done that before. I've done the goddamn Konami blood code on it, too, to try and find someone. You know, up, down, you know, what would be 22884646, and then I did star pound for start select. That got me into customer service once, and then one time that just I don't know who the fuck answered the phone, but they had no idea what I feel like I connected to like a different planet when I did that once. The hold music is mainly to keep the bandwidth profile of the call traffic. My phone system has live Radio X chilled as the hold music. Yeah, it works. I used to way back in the day, I figured out how to take a landline and add a proper like hold signal to it, and then I had another thing where if I didn't want them to be on like hard hold, I could put them on take player hold, and I'd play fucking music in the background, like if I had to go like take a shit or something. They should just get me to play piano, says Pianoman, and make bad jokes while they are waiting. I don't see why not. You think about how much they pay for their on hold shit, it probably wouldn't be much different as far as cost goes. Because some of them phone systems are fucking expensive. Christian says, my phone prompt for family actually says, in a few words, tell us how we can help. We can say keywords like payments or technical support, and then it has that stupid fake typing sound. Nice. My system, the caller is always on hold, but sometimes it's playback of silence comfort noise, and then I use whisper eavesdrop into the call. Right. All right, well, we're going to wind this down in a few minutes, I believe. I have got to pee. That has nothing to do with anything except for the bandwidth of my toilet, but we'll get past the top of the hour here. Washington is a two-party record consent state. I think Maryland is too. I don't remember, but I've never really had to record a phone call, so whatever. I know someone at one point was recording any phone call I had with them, but I didn't bother because it was fucking stupid. Anyway, what happened to the waterfall cat mic thing when you went to piss? The waterfall cat mic thing when you what? Waterfall cat mic thing when you went to waterfall. What do you mean there, bud? I had that experience, Chipmunk. There's one company, Hello Octopus Energy, who run their own phone system. With the results, their codec is set for the hold music, and it's good. I get annoyed when they answer. Rob says, yeah, I've had that experience once when I was chilling to some classical music whilst on hold. Yeah, every once in a while, you'll find some on hold music, and you're like, and then they answer, and you're like, oh, fuck, man. God, you couldn't have waited 30 more fucking seconds? Yeah, yeah. MK says, New York is a one-party state. We stream the audience experience. Cat fountain next to the old office. Like the cat fountain's in there? We used to have a cat mic that picked up the waterfall bowl thing, and you would use it whilst leaving the room. No, that was just the old microphone without filters that would, Oh, no, you meant that one little, oh, I don't even know where the fuck those microphones are. There was some shit out. They were like $5 microphones they were pretty rough. Yeah, I don't even know where those are. I think they're in one of the drawers. But yeah, cat fountains like on the other side of the house at this point. That's why Twitch has music. And YouTube has outside microphone when I remember. It is the top of the hour. Let's do the top of the hour toast, and then we'll get ready to get on out of here. Oh yeah, the poll's closed. I guess at this point we can turn it off as well. Boop. Yeah, don't close that, dumbass. That'll kill all your chat. There's a lot of windows open here. All right, I can close that. What the hell I'm doing here? I can close that. That's fine. Are there any cats doing anything? No cats on screen. Okay. Anyway, cheers, everybody. Top of the hour toast. Hope your evening went fairly well. I tend to find that people need to learn their own lessons. If you don't want to hear it, you just stay in denial until the breaking point. That sounds very pleasant. Badge and Gun featuring Johnny Diggins is my current hold music for nighttime callers. The day is different. That's cool. All right. So, assuming I can get all this shit done in a timely manner, I will make a concerted effort to stream Surrounded tomorrow, evening-ish. I'll probably shoot for probably around the same time I started this stream today. Maybe around 5, 6 o'clock, something like that. What's up, Raven? We're just getting ready to bounce. Matter of fact, I'm going to snooze this incoming ad break so that I can finish, and just in case anybody on Twitch still sees ads, because I know some people do, some don't, it's weird. But I'll snooze that so that you aren't watching an ad as I'm cycling out of here. Top Smoke. I might appear on your breakfast plate, soft and fluffy with gravy on top, or gravy on top in one land, or I could be a sweet, crunchy treat with your tea in another. What am I? You are a biscuit head. But that being that they're biscuit heads and everyone else, I am going to go do my thing, grab a snack, and go raid a zombie-infested prison. So, let me record. Maybe I'll record that and upload it or something. Yeah, I'll at least record it and see if I feel like uploading it. But anyway, appreciate everybody hanging out this evening. I will catch everybody next time. Hope your evening goes well, and I hope you finish your weekend in good stuff, good times, or at least chill, relaxing, which is generally good. So, I am out of here for the evening. Be groovy to each other, and I am out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See ya.